Oprah Winfrey is one of the most successful women in the world. She's a billionaire, a media icon, and someone whose name is recognized across the globe. Millions of people know her as the Queen of Television, a powerful interviewer, and a source of inspiration. But what most people don't know is that Oprah's journey began in poverty, hardship, and rejection. One of the most important moments in her life came after she was told she wasn't good enough for the job she loved. The very rejection that could have ended her career became the turning point that changed her life forever. Oprah Winfrey was born in rural Mississippi into a poor family. Her early years were incredibly difficult. She grew up with very little money and faced challenges that most children should never have to experience. While many successful people can point to a comfortable upbringing or a strong support system, Oprah's childhood was filled with obstacles. There were times when she wore dresses made from potato sacks because her family couldn't afford proper clothing. Life was far from easy, and the future looked uncertain. But even as a young girl, Oprah possessed something special. She had a gift for speaking. She loved reading, telling stories, and communicating with people. Words became her escape from the difficulties around her. While others saw limitations, Oprah saw possibilities. She dreamed of creating a better life, even when there was little evidence that such a life was possible. As she grew older, Oprah pursued opportunities in media. Her natural ability to connect with people helped her secure jobs in radio and television. At first, everything seemed to be moving in the right direction. She was young, talented, and determined to succeed. But then came a setback that could have destroyed her confidence. While working as a television reporter, Oprah struggled with the style of news broadcasting at the time. Traditional news required reporters to remain emotionally distant and detached from the stories they covered. Oprah found this difficult because she genuinely cared about people. She connected emotionally with the subjects she interviewed and often became invested in their stories. Instead of seeing this as a strength, some executives viewed it as a weakness. Eventually, Oprah was removed from her position as a news anchor. In simple terms, she was told she wasn't right for the job. Imagine hearing that after working so hard to build your career. Imagine being told that the very qualities that make you unique are the reason you're failing. For many people, that kind of rejection would have been devastating. Some would have quit. Others would have spent years trying to become someone they weren't. But Oprah made a different choice. Instead of changing who she was, she embraced it. That decision became the turning point of her life. After being removed from the news desk, Oprah was given a role on a daytime talk show. At the time, it wasn't considered a prestigious opportunity. In fact, many people viewed it as a step down from serious journalism. But Oprah saw something others didn't. She realized that her ability to connect emotionally with people wasn't a weakness. It was her greatest strength. Rather than pretending to be distant and formal, Oprah spoke from the heart. She listened deeply. She asked meaningful questions. She created conversations that felt genuine and personal. Viewers noticed the difference immediately. People felt understood. They felt seen. They felt like Oprah truly cared about their stories. The show quickly became a success. What began as a local program soon grew into something much bigger. Ratings soared. Audiences expanded. Before long, Oprah became one of the most recognizable faces in television. Her influence continued to grow year after year. But Oprah didn't stop there. As her popularity increased, she made another important decision. Instead of simply being the host of a successful show, she wanted ownership. She understood that true success wasn't just about earning a paycheck. It was about controlling her future. She launched her own production company and took ownership of her content. This decision transformed her from a television personality into a businesswoman. While many hosts worked for networks, Oprah built an empire. Her brand expanded into magazines, books, television networks, films, and countless other ventures. Over time, she became one of the wealthiest and most influential women in entertainment history. The little girl who grew up in poverty became a billionaire. The young reporter who was told she wasn't fit for television became one of the most powerful voices in media. But the lesson from Oprah's story isn't about becoming rich. The lesson is about embracing what makes you different. Many people spend their lives trying to fit into roles that were never meant for them. When they face rejection, they assume something is wrong with them. They try harder to become what others expect them to be. Oprah's story teaches a different lesson. Sometimes rejection isn't telling you that you're not good enough. Sometimes rejection is pointing you toward where you truly belong. The turning point in Oprah Winfrey's life wasn't becoming a billionaire. It wasn't launching a media empire. It wasn't becoming famous around the world. The turning point was the moment she stopped trying to fit into someone else's definition of success and started embracing her authentic self, because the very thing that others criticized became the thing that made her extraordinary. And that's the rejection that made Oprah Winfrey a billionaire.